Folks, a stunning story out of Ohio. After serving 45 years in prison for a crime he did not commit, an 83-year-old black man is acquitted in his second murder trial. A Cleveland jury spent 90 minutes deliberating before delivering a not guilty verdict to Isiah Andrews. Last year, a judge reversed his conviction in the 1974 slaying of his wife, Regina, and released Andrews from prison. The judge ruled prosecutors at his 1975 trial failed to disclose information about another suspect who died in 2011. But the prosecutor's office declined to drop the charges and opted to retry Andrews. 90 minutes, the jury said, wasn't him. Greg, how in the hell do you get back those years? The man's 83 years old now. 45 years he spent in prison.
I don't know, Roland. I mean, well, actually, I do know. You don't. It's very simple. I don't know about you or Faraji or Reese, but every time I see one of these brothers and sisters, and it's usually the brothers, unfortunately, although there are women locked down as well, and I see them smiling and saying they're glad to be free, my first reaction is, how can you be smiling? And then I put myself, as I constantly try to, in their shoes. Russell Maroon Schultz was released from prison this week. He's dying of cancer. And one of the ways, a life sentence is a death penalty. That's how they use the death penalty in this country often. Russell Schultz was a Black Panther who's been in jail for almost 50 years. And he was just released this week. And one of the things that goes through my mind when I see something like this is this country treats incarceration as the afterlife of slavery. They take people's freedom. And in this case, I want to raise the name of someone who I want everyone to know. That's Michael O'Malley. This is the white boy who was the Cuyahoga attorney who wanted first a plea bargain so he could still say, you know, we prosecuted somebody and convicted him, and then took this man back to trial. And so the jury let him go, but there's no justice here. As you were talking, I was thinking to myself, you know, I was 10 years old when this man went to jail. I was in the 3rd grade. And here I am now. I've been a college professor for 21 years and went to all the rest of school. And this man was in a jail cell. Russell Schultz spent 22 years in solitary confinement. This must be dismantled. It must be dismantled. These people are more interested in putting people in jail than they are in finding out the truth. And the man wouldn't take the deal because he said, I want justice for my wife. You know what? When everybody dies, and if you believe in heaven, he goes to heaven. I'm going to tell you who's not going to heaven. Martin O'Malley. You're not going. And I will say that. And I don't give a damn who is saying, oh, you can't judge another man. No, you're going to hell if there's a hell. And I'm going to tell you who's going to be reunited in heaven. That brother right there, Isiah Andrews and Regina, his wife.
It is beyond sad to think about that, Faraji. Man goes in at 38 years old, gets out at 83.
I mean, it's not just beyond sad, it's like a travesty. But again, you know, when we talk about cases like this, I mean, 45 years, like with all this technology, Brother Roland, you are a man about technology. With all of this innovation, it still takes a long time to get one black man some justice. And that's sad. That is sad. There's nothing to celebrate about this. Man lost, I mean, people live and die within 45 years. And I hope and pray that this man lives enough time to enjoy some freedom. But you can never give that back to a man. I don't care how much money you pay him. I don't care. I mean, he probably missed family members that have died that he couldn't go, you know, see. I mean, at 83 years old, who's around in your immediate family? You know, and it's sad. And the only thing that the government can only do is say, we're sorry. And that's the sad part about it. It's just, we're sorry. Oops, we made a mistake. Does the prosecutor go to jail? Do the people that said that he was responsible, do they go to jail? No, they probably dead. So I mean, it's absolutely sad, and I'm glad our brother is out of prison. But I hope and pray that the God blesses him with long life to enjoy the fruits of freedom.
Reese, thinking about what Faraji just said, I thought about the state of Maryland. They disbarred a retired prosecutor for withholding evidence, exculpatory evidence, in a murder trial that took place in 1981. And if you want to talk about sheer arrogance, if you want to talk about what this asshole actually said, when he was asked about it, I'm trying to pull the story up right now, his response was, whatever.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Whatever. I mean,
wow.
This was, his name is Joseph Cassilly. He withheld exculpatory evidence that surfaced in a 1981 double murder case and lied about it over the years. He lied about it over the years. When the Baltimore Sun called him to ask him about him getting disbarred, he literally said, oh, whatever.
That's beyond appalling. But to Faraji's point, are they going to? Is the system going to say sorry? No, because it's working as designed. What is most remarkable about this situation is the fact that the prosecutorial mindset did not change over almost 5 decades. This man was unjustly and falsely tried for a case and convicted for a case 45 years ago. And somebody in the 2020s decided that they're going to take up that cause again, despite the fact that exculpatory evidence was withheld. It's disgusting. The mindset hasn't changed. The system hasn't changed. And the only way we're going to get some kind of measure of change is for people to start seeing the humanity in the accused, particularly when it's a Black person, whether it's a man or a woman, who's being accused of the crime. The fact that this man served all this time for his wife's killing is even more injurious and disgusting and appalling. And I'm glad that the jury saw through it. But the fact that this prosecutor even took this case up again is scary, because if he won't even, or he or she won't even say that 45 years is enough time when there's even a slither of a chance, because it's supposed to be beyond a reasonable doubt that this man was actually innocent, then imagine what he's doing to people who are just everyday citizens right now, particularly Black and brown citizens in his city, that he has the authority to decide whether they go free or go home.
Again, it's one of those stories that is hard to deal with, but it is the reality for Black folks in this system. Folks, back to our Roland Mark Unfiltered video in just one moment.
Oh, that spin class was brutal. Well, you can try using the Buick's massaging seat. Ooh, yeah, that's nice.
Can I use Apple CarPlay to put some music on?
Sure, it's wireless.
Pick something we all like. Okay, hold on. What's your Buick's Wi-Fi password?
Buick Envision 2021.
Oh, you should pick something stronger. That's really predictable.
That's a really tight spot. Don't worry, I used to hate parallel parking.
Me too.
Hey.
Really outdid yourself.
Yes, we did.
The all-new Buick Envision, an SUV built around you. All of it.
Time to be smart.
Roland Martin's doing this every day.
Oh, no punches!
Thank you, Roland Martin, for always giving voice to the issues.
Look for Roland Martin in the whirlwind, to quote Marcus Garvey again.
The video looks phenomenal, so I'm really excited to see it on my big screen.
Support this man, Black media. He makes sure that our stories are told.
See, this difference between Black Star Network and Black-owned media and something like CNN.
I got to defer to the brilliance of Dr. Carr and to the brilliance of the Black Star Network.
I am rolling with Roland all the way. Honored to be on a show that you own. A Black man owns the show.
Folks, Black Star Network is here.
I'm real revolutionary right now. Roland was amazing on there.
Stay Black. I love y'all.
I can't commend you enough about this platform that you've created for us to be able to share who we are, what we're doing in the world, and the impact that we're having.
Let's be smart. Bring your eyeballs home.
You can't be Black-owned media and be scared. You dig?